Local Board of Education, Tuesday, July 30th, 2024. Mr. Schatz, will you call the order?
Dr. Knoll?
Here.
Roll.
Mr. Knight?
Here.
Mr. Zabeski?
Here.
Ms. Davis?
Here.
Okay, can I get a motion to adopt the agenda?
I make a motion to adopt the agenda.
Second?
I'll second.
Any questions or concerns? Mr. Schatz, call the roll.
Ms. Davis?
Aye.
Mr. Knight?
Aye.
Dr. Knoll?
Aye.
Mr. Zabeski?
Aye. Okay, the board would like to thank the 4 applicants, Angela Brown, Jennifer Klucher, Justin Lonka, and Donna Ring, for their interest and the time they have spent applying for the open spot on the board. We will now hear from the candidates in alphabetical order. Angela Brown.
Testing, testing.
Which way do I stand, right? As mentioned, I'm Angela Brown, so thank you for having me. I'll describe myself and my reasoning for wanting to become a member of our Board of Education using 3 words: advocacy, commitment, and innovation. This September, I'll lived in Canton Local School District for a decade. In that time, I've gotten married, had a baby, gained a daughter-in-law from my stepson, had a grandchild, and 1 more on the way. As a child, I grew up in a house with a parent who passed away, which let me be raised by a single parent with 2 children. I'm an example of how families come in all shapes and all sizes. As an adult, I have a child from birth and 1 from marriage. The students of Canton Local have stories as unique as mine, where their household has either both parents, 1 parent, or even a family member as their caregiver. I have the experience to advocate for students who are part of non-traditional family structures, and this is how I'll bring voices for all to the table when making decisions. I was asked, how do you believe you will have time to join the Board of Education due to all your other volunteer work? I am a previous board member for Girls on the Run. I am a current council member for Peace Lutheran Church, a recent volunteer for Project Legacy that mentors 5th grade students, and a Girl Scouts Helping Hand volunteer. All my work is with community members, parents, and students of Canton Local. This involvement is a testament to my commitment to build great relationships between education and community. Ingrained in my core values is the belief that we must work like a village for all of us to be helped and for our students. Being a member of the Board of Education furthers this commitment, as a board member is not only responsible to attend meetings and vote, but they're also responsible to build these same relationships to make our school district successful for everyone all the time, which is a commitment I share directly with our Every Child, Every Minute, Every Day mission. Lastly, innovation. To provide quality education, we need to look beyond what has worked in the past and even what's working now. What got us here won't get us there, as said by author Marshall Goldsmith. In my professional life, I've spent the better part of the last 2 decades working with technology that's shaping the way our future is used as digital users. I lead teams to find solutions that are innovative. Canton Local Board Policy Section 2000 addresses controversial issues. When I was a leader of an employee resource group, I facilitated training sessions that lead adults on how to have crucial conversations that make an impact without being disruptive. Section 2000 is a great example of where we need innovative ideas of how to carefully develop techniques to provide instruction on controversial issues. My innovative experience can help build paths forward. I feel our current Board of Education is well equipped with the right leaders who are moving our school district in a positive direction. And I know my involvement will enhance and expand our board in advocacy, commitment, and innovation. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to our future.
Thank you.
Jenny Kluchar, and I am actually a newcomer to Canton Township, a transplant here 2 years ago. Previously, I served on the Canfield Local School Board in Mahoning County. I enjoyed this work, and due to job transfers, and I moved here, and I had to resign that position. Coming here was an interesting transition. The first 2 weeks, we had to drive an hour each way to get our son to school. He was a 4th grader. He struggles with autism. I had many conversations with Mrs. Hesse, the Special Services Director, about my son. And she said, "We're just learning. We'll figure that out." And that stuck with me. And I've always had a passion for education. I'm a career educator. I've taught in Youngstown City Schools, and now I teach online. And that passion has always been with me. It's caused me to volunteer for different organizations when I was in Canfield. But seeing, once we've moved here, the new buildings, we fought in Canfield for new buildings, they still don't have them. And seeing the way the teachers worked with my son, it was just incredible. And then in the June board meeting, I thought, I want to go check out the Board of Education. I love that work. I love that service. I want to see if this is something I could do here. And my son's teacher was there. Mrs. Davidson goes to all the board meetings. So I don't see her here. But she pulled me aside and she said, "I have to tell you, Ben got the best score possible on the 4th grade math test." I couldn't believe it. And it's what these teachers and what this school district has done for my son that has made me want to delve into the realm of service again. I spent 2 years on the board in Canfield. We navigated COVID. We appointed board members. We hired a superintendent. I also served on the Academic Distress Commission in Youngstown. I was the teacher-appointed member by the school board president at the time, and we evaluated the CEO. Also in 2019, I testified before the State Board of Education in Columbus because I wanted to support removing Youngstown from state control. I know how important a local school board is. I do not have the community connections here that I did in Canfield because I had 12 with 2 sons to build those connections. I look forward to meeting more people here. Everyone I've met here has been welcoming and lovely to me. And I just can't say enough about how great this experience has been for my family. Recently, my husband was appointed pastor at Canfield Christian Church, ironically, where we came from. And friends in the community are saying, "Well, now you're working from home. He's serving the church here. Are you guys going to move back?" And I said, "Absolutely not. I cannot trade in what my son is getting here. And I would love to be a part of it. I will support it either way. I know that there are wonderful things happening here, and I really appreciate the service of all the board members. I know the time that you put into it. I know what it does to your families. I know the sacrifices, but it's love, it's work of love, and it's passion for doing good for kids. As a board member, you have to consider 2 things when you make important decisions. Do you know everything you need to know about this? And is this decision what's best for kids? And that's what board members do. And I thank you for your service, and I would hope to join you someday.
Thank you. Justin Long.
Hello, everyone. evening. I would like to start off by thanking the board for their leadership in this matter of moving forward and beginning to fill this spot and beginning to move our community forward. And no matter what the outcome today, I challenge the board to continue to grow this community and continue to put our children first to grow us as a community together. To those of you speaking tonight for this open position, I do wish you good luck. If you are successful tonight, I also challenge you to continue to put children first. Use your position to continue to grow this community moving forward. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Justin Wonka. I have been a lifelong resident of this community. I went to school here, married my high school sweetheart here, and have made a home here, including my wife, my 2 daughters, 2 horses, a slew of chickens, a slew of barn cats, and a farm dog by the name of Pop. By day, I'm a nurse practitioner caring for elderly patients in our community. By night, I am a softball coach in the association here. I help out with my daughter's softball teams. We also help in terms of the softball association, which has grown remarkably over the past couple of years. I would like to say that I love my life in this community and will not envision myself anywhere else. I would now like to speak upon my qualifications that I feel that would make me appropriate for this position on the board. First and foremost, I am extremely team-oriented. In my years of practice in medicine, the concept of interdisciplinary rounds have been extremely important in the care for my patients. Taking multiple specialties, including nurses, doctors, respiratory therapists, and other specialties to come towards a common goal of providing the best care for our patients is a concept that I would bring to the board, working with the superintendent, other board members, the community, to provide and bring us to a common goal, which of course is the children and growing this community. I have a very positive attitude. I love having smiles. I believe seeing the best in everybody and making sure that I bring that positive attitude to bring the best out in everybody. Over the years, I have taken on and succeeded in many leadership roles. Starting way back in high school, I was the captain of the baseball team, vice president of school council, and president of the speech club. And this has continued all the way up to my current position with my employer now, with the title of clinical regional specialist. My job at this point, other than seeing patients, is to help out with mentoring programs for our new doctors, nurse practitioners, and nurses, with strong emphasis on quality for our patients, teamwork, mentoring for all, including the buildings that we go to, communication, and problem solving, which, if you're familiar with medicine, is an insanely terrible thing to do. Well, not terrible, but challenging aspect these days for an ever-changing field. And I do believe that I can bring these traits to the board to help us all with a common goal with moving our children forward, providing them the best, and advocating them in any specialty in any way to advance them in their lives. In closing, I do wish again to thank the board for this opportunity to speak tonight. I do appreciate it wholeheartedly. I wish to close with one final statement. Last fall, when I ran for the school board, 1,649 members of this community graciously placed a vote for me. 1,649 people used their voices in the election to put faith in me to be on this school board. And with your permission and vote, I wish to grant those 1,649 voices an opportunity to serve. Thank you all very much.
Thank you. Donna Ring.
Good evening. I would like to thank the board for allowing me to speak. I'll start by telling you my biggest weakness, public speaking. However, I would like to share what I'm good at, why I am qualified to be on the board. I have extensive experience and proven leadership abilities, which I have shown through my business. Starting from scratch in a community that was unknown to me, I overcame numerous challenges to build a successful business. I have served on several boards, including Players Guild, YMCA, and the Dairy Queen Owners Board for Northeastern Region. Recently, I was honored to be voted as a lifetime member of that board. I am deeply passionate about Canton Local and have been for the past 3 decades. I have actively supported Canton Local in various community groups. Years ago, when I successfully ran for the board, I was viewed as an outsider. After attending my class reunion this past Saturday, I had the chance to reflect on my thoughts. My school was much bigger than Canton South, and I sat and wondered how life might have been different if I built my business and family there. But then I thought of all the amazing things I have gotten to do and the people I have met from being a part of Canton Local. How lucky am I that I got to be a part of PAWS for 15 years and be a part of book fairs, fundraisers, staff appreciation days, and end-of-year celebrations. Along with Melinda Richardson, we got to bring the Santa shop in-house, purchase all items, improve quality control, and the ability to provide $500 a year for underserved children to shop and still make a profit. I also posed the idea for a walkathon and worked with Gay Welker to implement the first ever school fundraiser to earn 100% of the proceeds. How lucky am I that I got to be on the board of Canton Local. During my tenure, I got to do many things. I got to attend so many student events, staff development day, sit on several committees, and attend the OSBA New Member Institute. Side note to the board, when I interviewed, I had mistakenly called this the Capitol Conference. How lucky am I that Teresa Persis came to DQ and asked me to plan an event around a car raffle. She gave me a blank canvas and Wendy Busnick to help and approve any ideas. The event grew with the band and SOS performing. Banana split eating contest, Chris Berger being the winner, a dunk tank with teachers Mason Boldazar and Dan Lauver being the most popular, and a pie throwing that had students and parents lined up for every teacher and principal that volunteered. The very first event raised $25,000, but the biggest takeaway was the bringing of the school and community together. How lucky am I that Teresa Persis asked me to plan a rally for the bond event. Along with Diane Williams, we again rallied school groups together, and Janet Ware Creighton was our guest speaker. How lucky am I that we got to have Canton Local celebrity nights to raise money for the levy and the schools. Who can forget Principal Carol Young, bus driver Bill Wright, Jeremy Knoll, Ryan Fricky, Tanya Van Boris, Leah Leahy, just to name a few, making products and waiting on customers. The most memorable being Steve Milano showing up in a white dress shirt and a tie, mixing blizzards and not getting anything on him. How lucky am I that I got to work closely on all the levy campaigns to build the new school. How lucky am I that I've gotten to support choir, cheer, cross-country, drama, volleyball, girls and boys basketball, the Booster Club, speech and debate, band, football, track, and soccer teams. All of this time I've given to the school and community while being a mom and a business owner. I'd recently begun to think about running for the board and imagining how much more that I can do now that I'm retired. What I intend to offer this board is a unique vision and perspective that can help shape the direction and guide goal setting and the decision-making process. I'm dedicated and hardworking, and serving on the board is a natural extension of my commitment to this community. This position represents another opportunity for me to contribute to the continued growth and success of Canton Local. As I reflect on my journey with Canton Local, I realize no matter what the outcome tonight, I am not an outsider anymore. I am and always will be a wildcat at heart.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks to all of you. Very good job. We do appreciate it. I'll make a motion that we go in executive session to discuss the appointment of a public official.
Second.
Any questions or concerns? Mr. Schatz will call the roll.
Dr. Knoll?
Aye.
Mr. Knight? Mr. Kvesky?
Aye.
Ms. Davis?
Aye.
The board is back in regular session. I would like to make the motion to appoint Angela Brown to serve as a member of the Board of Education of the Canton Local School District to fill the vacant seat that resulted from the resignation of Scott Hamilton, effective immediately for the remainder of the unexpired term ending on January 1st, 2026. I get a second?
I'll second.
Do we have any questions or concerns? Mr. Schatz, call the roll.
Ms. Davis?
Aye.
Mr. Knight?
Aye.
Dr. Knoll?
Aye.
Mr. Kvesky?
Aye. Okay. Did you come on up?
I did.
Congratulations. Yep.
Oh, okay.
I'll administer the oath of office now to Angela Brown. Congratulations. Please raise your right hand. And if you agree, the answer is I will.
Okay.
Do you, Angela Brown, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Ohio, and you will faithfully and impartially discharge your duties as a member of the Board of Education of the Canton Local School District, Stark County, Ohio, to the best of your ability and in accordance with the laws now in effect and hereinafter to be enacted during your continuance in said office?
I will.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
You may take a seat up here.
Oh, wow.
I'll make the motion to adjourn the meeting. Any questions or concerns? Mr. Schatzel, call the roll.
Mr. Kvesky?
Aye.
Dr. Knoll?
Aye.
Ms. Davis?
Aye.
Mr. Knight?
Aye.
Ms. Brown?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.